5 or more questions with Tommy Black, and we have Jamie Scrapp and Britt Pennella.
We got Britt here.
Yeah, it's the Blackboard reunion show dealio that we're doing here. They're doing. How you doing, guys?
Good. How you doing?
Great,
Tommy?
great.
Explain this Blackboard reunion thing to everyone that doesn't know.
Well, this is a very special year for us because we're doing 2 nights this year at the Viper Room, which the Viper's always been the home, and we're comfortable there, and we're excited to have all the extra bands, and we have all the out-of-towners in for the weekend, so we're filling up 2 nights.
That's the first time 2 nights. Usually it's 1, and it's sold out, packed, filled up, and 2, it's going to be good. You know, everybody's flying out. They're going to just be debaucherous and do both nights.
It's like a big high school rock reunion for the Sunset Strip, the part that didn't make it to massive success.
Yeah, it's so cool because you bring bands together that haven't played in literally a century, and
yeah, we have a lot of new additions this year. Stars from Mars, they haven't played in like 30 years, and Dizzy Bangers, Jet Boys on the bill this year. They're not a reunion band, but we're just happy to have that was like our little treat for opening up the second night.
Stars from Mars was like Dazzle had the cover of Propaganda in the day, and Alice, and that band made an impression, right?
Those guys were like the best glam band.
The coolest looking.
You know?
Yeah, coolest looking glam band.
Coolest
for
looking,
sure.
Yeah. And I think like 80 bands stole their name after they broke up.
Did they?
Yeah.
And who? And Jet Boy, of course. Who else?
Swinging Thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have a new band called Leather Duchess, who's actually not a reunion band, but they're really cool. Like, they fit in with the whole vibe of the night. We're excited about
Leather Duchess? Who's in Leather Duchess?
Leather Duchess, yeah.
Who's
There's
in
some younger guys doing the same sort of thing that fits in with the whole reunion vibe.
Oh, cool. And Old Man Crawford, that's Mandy's band?
Yeah, Mandy from the Glamour Punks hip-hop.
Cool.
Tommy, remember when we had motorcycles? All the moms got to see motorcycles the night at the we had like 2 motorcycles in at the reunion. There's always surprises like that too.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
Are you saying when the motorcycles rolled into the club?
Into the club. Don't you remember when the motorcycles were in the club?
Yeah, they were like.
They were like.
I remember thinking, why is Tommy not?
Yeah, that was a little thing.
So loud.
That was a thing going on. That they just rolled the bikes in and took some pictures, and they were running in the club for a minute. We probably shouldn't tell people.
But that's what I mean. It's getting chaotic for 1 or 2 nights, and everybody. The thing is that everybody was coming out for the weekend, going, "What do we do Friday?" Waiting for Saturday. So now there's something to do on both nights. It's going to be just amazing, like a continual. Just the whole thing continuous and having a destination for everybody to be at. I mean, we're kind of floored that we got Jet Boy and Swinging Thing. I mean, that's just nuts that night's going to be just crazy. And there's going to be a special opener called Billy Carino with members of Blackboard Jungle going on at 8 o'clock that night.
Cool. You cut out there.
And don't forget our famous pool party.
The pool party. But it's Blackboard-a-palooza. It's crazy. It's
yeah, we have all the people coming in from out of town staying at the hotel, so the pool party gets pretty big. So it's pretty decent.
Explain the Blackboard lineage here. It started. Britt and Jamie were in a band called Filthy Rittz. So
yes,
and you all moved out from
New Jersey,
right? Together, a family. I mean, how big was this crew of people that moved out?
Well, it started out with just Jamie and I. In the airport. It's actually how it started out. It just grew.
Uh-huh.
And then Dave Zink came down from the Bay Area, and Kenny came out, and then all the roadies came in. So we had a nice apartment with about 10 or 12 guys living together in Hollywood. 88.
What year are we talking? 88, 89? And I moved out here in, I think, 89, 88, too. We're around the exact same time. And Filthy Rittz formed, which was Jamie. You were in Filthy Rittz.
So it was pretty much Blackboard Jungle, but I was playing drums.
Mm-hmm. And
that only lasted for about a year.
The king of the 8.5 by 11 flyers on Sunset Boulevard. You guys.
Oh yeah, we tried to keep up.
And then you guys played. You got pretty big. I remember. I mean, you guys were headlining the Whiskey, and what?
Our headlining
show. It happened pretty quick.
Andy McCoy came and stole the whole band at the from Hanoi Rock at our first big show where we actually were headlining the Whiskey, and that was it.
Yeah. And then we went to our studio, and then he stole Tommy Black.
Yeah.
This is a true story. Yeah, band I was in called the Gutter Cats at the time shared the studio with Filthy Rittz, and this was on Hollywood and Western, right? Where all great bands began. What bands were rehearsing around those hallways? Tell us about Hollywood and Western a little bit.
Concrete Blonde was in the room we were in before we were there. I remember seeing their flyers when we moved in.
Wow. I mean, people.
And I remember John Five was in a band, Alligator Soup, and him and Dave would kind of have guitar dueling wars with their wirelesses in the hallway. It was amazing.
Wow. And people were living in these rehearsal studios back then.
Yeah.
Like Jamie, for example. And
I lived in there, slept behind my drums, showered in the hallway bathroom.
Would people share this hallway sink to shower in? I mean, this was...
Yeah.
The thing was, you wore flip-flops to shower. You had to wear, you had to wear flip-flops.
Shower shoes. Yeah. Ow. And so what happened? Then Filthy Rittz became Blackboard Jungle. How did this happen?
Well, when Andy McCoy kind of, you guys went and did that, then Kenny and me tried to put something together. Dave, I guess, had left Andy McCoy and joined Blackboard Jungle, and then we just tried out drummers, and we had different guitar players and stuff, and it just kind of evolved. And Kim Fowley, I had read about him when I was growing up in New Jersey my whole life, and I got to meet him, and he said if I wrote 15 songs a day, verse and chorus, that he would manage our band, and he did, and he named us Blackboard Jungle, and we just went through rock and roll boot camp with Kim right there, and that was the genesis of it all. He wanted to name it Blackboard Jungle because it was something our parents would know that movie. It was the original Rock and Roll Rebellion movie, Rock Around the Clock and stuff like that. And so that was where I started.
Wow. And he just said write verse and choruses?
Yes, verse and chorus of 15 songs a day, which developed a little speed problem for me for a little bit, which it was literally like that Hollywood thing of like, you need to work hard, try some of this, kid. And I was like, whoa, this makes me work harder. I could stay up and get Kim's job. And then he ended up calling my dad, telling him I was on drugs while we were in Palm Springs. Yeah. I remember we were playing with Dr. Whiskey, Axl Rose's brother's band, when he did that. So, yeah.
Wow. What was the brother's name? Stuart?
Yeah, Stuart Bailey or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. These were your peers. What other big bands, when you were in Filthy Rittz and Blackboard Jungle, what bands did you play with that ended up growing further from that scene?
I mean, we played with Hole. I remember playing with Hole and being like, wow, the guitar player looks like our drummer, Joel.
Yeah.
And I think one band, Razzle, turned into Lit. And I just lost John Five. Obviously did some stuff.
Yeah, obviously.
But yes.
Cool.
Our friend Tom went on to play with Scott Whelan. You know what I mean?
Too kind.
Well, then there was the summer Blackboard Jungle went out with Faster Pussycat, and they did some shows with Alice in Chains. They were touring around with them.
You guys got to go to Japan too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, there's a lot of history there, and all these people that are flying back, or they were out here, of course, too, and they've moved on and gotten other jobs or other gigs, and they all come back here for this reunion. You know.
You know what the strangest thing, and you guys will both get this because we all had the mutual friend commit suicide, Laz, that ran that after hours. So it was like the tail end of our youth to me. He wrote at the end of his suicide note, he wrote, "Britt, the band will make it." And that always bummed me out because I was like, we didn't make it. But then it took about 15 years later, you just have to define what making it is. And I guess he was right because it did, because every once a year we get to bring all these people together, and it did make it, and just not the capacity we were the way that I thought it would.
That's beautiful. Yeah,
everybody's really proud. It's been going on this many years. It's just something that means a lot to everyone to venture out every summer to the Sunset Strip and see this.
Yeah, it made it. It's still making it. How many years have you been doing this reunion? I should know this. How many years?
I think it's the 16th this year.
Wow. And it just...
You know, what I was saying to Jamie is there's history inside of the history at this point. Right. People have met at reunions and gotten married. There's history inside of the history. There's probably more history inside of the history than inside of the actual history of the band. It's crazy.
Well, the reunions have lasted like 3 times as long as the band lasted.
Well, weren't the Beatles only together a couple years? We always love having you at the Viper Room. What do you think of when you think of playing the Viper Room?
The greatest place, the greatest rock club. I think like there was CBGBs and now there's the Viper Room. And I love all the legends, especially this year. Everybody's waiting for all these things. And here we are. Here the club is still standing, still rolling. We're still rolling, and it's just pretty triumphant. It's just it's the greatest place. It's home. It's great. Nice. It's a real rock
home.
I always remember
that rock and roll is.
Yeah, Jamie did his time at the Viper Room. Jamie worked there for many years, and still there in spirit.
12 years.
12 years?
Well, that's probably why it started, because of you and Jamie being there. That's why this evolved there. We were doing the whiskey and all the other. That's why we're there, because of you two, definitely. And the club's stronger than ever. It's better than ever. It's taking a jump up as opposed to decline. It's like one of the best years as far as bands. I've been, this year's had some of the strongest lineups in years. To me, it's better than ever.
Yeah.
And what's better than having Tommy Black, the Duke of Sunset Strip, hosting the whole party when you walk in?
Ah, you're too kind. You guys are always awesome there. You're starting a whole thing. I mean, the other clubs, it seems like the whiskey books the same genre around that time, and it's...
Yeah, it does seem. I know Mike Monroe played there one year. Yeah, so it's good. I mean, I think that strength and just it's like a street that has a lot of places to eat on. They don't hurt each other. It just makes it like that's where you go, a destination.
Yeah, we're all brothers in arms and sisters in arms.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to notify the city of West Hollywood to set a bigger thing up for you guys next year.
Yes.
It keeps growing. Well, cool. What else? What is Dave Zink up to right now, do you think? The guitar player.
Dave Zink is home practicing all these songs. Probably knows them better than anybody in the band. He sent Jamie and I some videos of some stuff, and his playing is probably better than ever. He's holed up in Arizona, just doing it, living with his guitar. He loves his guitar.
I don't know how he was always so talented. I don't know. Is that just hard work or natural? He's just gifted?
It's just gifted, natural ability. He's just got a feel, man.
Yeah.
Well, also that he dropped out in 7th grade and started playing guitar probably didn't hurt. He got to drop out of school in 7th grade and play guitar. It probably fucking helped a little bit.
He has a few more. Put in the time.
And he's also fucking also insane. He's a nutcase. Not probably, he's a mental patient. Jamie actually helped him evolve. He was like a George Lynch guy, and then Jamie got a hold of him and gave him something else, and that's how he ended up the monster that he is. Jamie definitely fucking did some molding there. He had to fucking do some molding on all of us.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, well, Hollywood did.
Jamie added the scrap factor.
Yeah.
What's Kenny up to right now?
What's cool about Kenny is that he's still the front man. He's still got his front man thing. He still looks like the front man. So it's really exciting that we have a legitimate front man, not, you know what I mean? Not some boring dude. He still's got his rock star thing, which is awesome. I think that's like 80% of the thing being so cool with our band is that Kenny still owns it as a front man. He didn't just completely lose it like many dudes have. But actually a lot of these guys, a lot of the front men that are on the thing, Paul from Swinging Thing, like, to me, is better than ever.
Yeah.
Mickey Finn's great. These guys are great. They're singing the Fizzy Bangers is great. It's like a lot of the frontmen held up, because a lot didn't.
Yeah, Paul's killing it in that band. And Kenny, and then we got Joel. What's in Joel? Joel's in the desert now. What else is Joel up to at this moment?
Joel's touring with Gene Loves Jezebel this summer. He's all over the world playing his drums, man.
That's cool. Yeah, He's such a good guy. That band is doing better than ever now too. But
you were in a band with Joel. You and Joel have played for years. Joel's one of Joel's favorite people to play with.
Yep, Joel helped me write a lot of good music. Joel's a sweetheart. I went to Joel's wedding.
Yeah, I went to Joel's wedding. Yeah, he's still trying. Hey, that thing's they're still going. How about they kept it together, Kim and Joel? That's pretty cool.
Kim and Joel have been together forever, and they have that cool store still.
There's a lot of people met that are married because of Blackboard Jungle. There's a few kids that, like, it's got to be weird if you're like, I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for Blackboard Jungle. Joe Howard's daughter Bree, I wonder, like, she would not be on this planet if it wasn't for our bands. That's kind of like crazy to me.
Yeah, yeah.
That people wouldn't be alive if it's that. We're kind of like saviors in a way. It's amazing.
You guys made it. You guys made it.
Exactly.
Sunset saviors.
You get it. And just so everybody knows, there is a picture of us hanging over the fucking dining room of the Rainbow. If you look up, and that's one of the proudest things we have, because we definitely, I think, have our little speck of Sunset Strip history that we own, as does Jamie, as does you, Tommy, and that's pretty cool to have.
Yeah. Do you have a plaque at the Rainbow, you're saying?
Yeah, we have one of a poster a poster, a big poster. If you look in the corner of the Rainbow in the inside dining room, it ought to be moved when they put the Lemmy statue in, but the weird thing is, every time I look at the poster, I think that used to hang in my grandmother's fucking living room before she died. So it's strange that it's hanging in the Rainbow, but it's also kind of cool.
So cool, and it's sharing a space with Lemmy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I remember when Jamie would call me depressed DJing the Rainbow to nobody except Lemmy's white boot tapping to Miss Pac-Man while Jamie DJed.
He would sit at Miss Pac-Man and just tap his foot and just that white boot that you always saw on MTV. And then sometimes Tammy would wander in and sit with him. It was awesome.
So you'd have Tammy and Lemmy sitting there listening to you DJ alone, and that bummed you out?
No, I was bummed that it was just empty. There was no one in there, and then I would see that. That would make me happy. Excited.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I know you take things.
I think we should get statues. Us three should get statues next to fucking Lemmy. How about that? I think about that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
So you guys, do you all stay at the same hotel or the same?
Yeah. Most people are staying at La Montrose. That's the hotel that everybody's going to stay at this year. And then we have a pool party the day of the show that everybody's welcome to. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool.
Right. And the sales are good for the shows, so it should be really fun.
Yeah.
And you guys,
it's good. It's good because it always almost sells out, but it's always the thing where everybody can get in. Because that's the thing. It's like everybody's supposed to be included in this thing. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing. It's like I hated being alienated. When I was a kid and walked up to White Lion and they kind of scoffed at me when I was a kid, I hated it. This is like everybody's included. Anybody that wants to come to rehearsal can come to rehearsal. It's just something where it definitely, dude, our band's good, but our band is bigger than our band because it's about you, it's about Jamie, and it's about everybody that comes out, the friendships, the bonds, and that's really what it's about. It's like a sports team that's just like, it's not sometimes about the team, it's about the people around it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that include it, and everybody that creates the momentum.
No, it's the whole experience of everybody doing the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really special. It is truly special. You never know. Everybody, how long? Who knows? Maybe 50 years, maybe never. Maybe this. You just don't know. But it's special. And Jamie really is all the details behind it. It would just not be without him. I mean, look, he made a flyer for every singer. I mean, who does that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He made a flyer for every single singer. He has all the details. He's the one that pushed, we got to get a cool band like Jet Boy. He found Leather Duchess. I mean, it's cool, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, Jamie does a lot for this, and you do a lot, and it's all your big family that you guys all bring in.
Yeah.
You know?
Team family effort.
Wow.
Yeah.
Contributes.
It's so cool. Well, I'm looking forward to this weekend and working those nights and hanging out.
Are you learning did you learn your song, Tommy Black? Are you learning your song? Your song you're going to jump up on?
As soon as I'm off this call, I'm going over my song.
All right.
Thank you. Honored to be able to get up and do a song with you guys. That's awesome.
It's good.
Is Jamie, are you doing a song of some? Are you playing?
I might. I think I might jump up and do something.
Or
there might even be a reunion. There might even be a 2-song reunion of one of our old band. Maybe a whole band reunion. 2-song. You never know. You never know.
Surprise.
You never know.
Surprise. Yes. All over the place.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, looking forward to this.
I love you, Tommy.
Love you, Brett.
Love you, Tommy.
Thank you,
good,
guys.
Right?
Yes, it was great. Thank you guys so much. And nice talking to you. All right?
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, big talk to you.
Bye.